G'day guys and welcome back to 72T. In today's video we're going to be doing a review on the vast Satking set-top box, and the model that we are particularly looking at in today's video because there is a lot of Satking set-top boxes out there. Satking does a lot of work, especially in the satellite industry. There's so many. There's Satking splitters, Satking converters. So this is actually going to be called the Satking, and I'll give you the model number, and it's going to be the DVBS2. So that is the particular model number for this box right here. And we're going to just show you a little bit of a review on it, show you a few things that you can do with it and so much more. And also this is the manual that you'll be looking at as well. So let's just tell you a few key points that the box can do, and then we'll tell you why you need the box and if you're eligible for it. And then we'll go through a few different menus and how it all rolls out. Okay, so first of all, it's a twin tuner box, okay? And it is a PVR ready, so if you do want to do recordings, you do need to plug in a hard drive up to 3 terabytes. It does support. It is a HD box, even though a lot of the channels are still in SD. It's got Adobe Digital, it's got catch up, okay, so that's one great thing there. Also has an easy satellite finder, which helps really well. Learning remote, which is really cool as well, and I'll explain exactly what that does. And obviously it's got EPG. Now, one of the reasons that these boxes are one of the best ones, so if you can't get free to wear via your antenna, with this box here, you can get it via the satellite. It's the exact same satellite that Foxtel uses. But with this particular box, you'll have 2 satellite ports going in, but then down below, it'll have 2 satellite ports going out. So where this really comes in use is you can actually have your Foxtel box and you can have your Vast box. So just make sure your Vast box is connected into the 2 satellite ports, and then it'll say loop out. Plug those into your Foxtel box. That way, all your 2 boxes will work on the satellite. You won't need to get a technician to install another 2 satellite ports. Won't need to be done. This box can simply do it. Now, also, with this box as well, there'll be 2 satellite ports asking you to go in. You don't have to put 2 satellites, you only have to put 1, and this cable will be connected. You can disconnect it if you want to put more than 2 satellite ports in, and that will allow you, if you've got an IQ4, you can plug it into the loop out, and that way your channels will all work on the Foxtel IQ4. So it's really cool how that works right there. Now, I don't think we have a picture of that and what that looks like, sadly. We don't actually have a picture because these boxes are actually mounted behind the TV there, so I can't actually pull it out. So actually, here it is right here. Let me just get it. Okay, so see these 2 ports here? Oh. So that's your satellite. You push your satellite in here. Then these 2 loop outs, basically that can go to your IQ4 or another satellite box like Optus Sport or something like that. So you put your 2 satellite ports in here, cables in here, and then out go to your Foxtel, or it can go to another Foxtel receiver. Now, when you get it, basically this cable here will plug into this one here, sat into, and it'll go to loop 1. So keep that in mind, that's where it will connect. So if you have unplugged this and you don't know where the heck it goes, it basically goes into input 2 and goes out to loop 1. So keep that in mind right there. So it does not include a wireless dongle, so you cannot connect to Wi-Fi. You have to buy that separately. So if you want to do that, you can do. So that's basically everything with that I wanted to explain. Also, it comes with Freeview Plus. So now let's get into all the good stuff. So basically, the first thing we're going to really show you is settings, because it comes into really helpful when you look into settings. Now, I did say I'm going to tell you who is eligible for this box. So basically, there's 2 ways that you can be eligible. So one is you're a traveller. So this could work as you may have a houseboat, you live on the water, and you need to be able to access free to wear. So that works, you can do it that way. Also, if you've got a caravan, that works as well. The only issue is when you do it that way, but this is if you're in the city, obviously, you have to renew it every 6 months. Now, the reason you have to do that is because you do have the option to call them up every time, and you have to call them up and just say you're in Queensland and you've moved your boat down to New South Wales, you have to call them up and just change that and do that, and that just changes your local news. However, if you don't want it as a traveller account, if you actually generally want it for your house, basically you have to go to the MySwitch website, okay, and whack in your suburb or address. And if it says you're 100% eligible, basically you won't have to renew it at all. Basically, they just activate your smart card and it's good to go forever. Basically, you won't have to do anything there, but you do have to be in an eligible area with no, obviously, free-to-air service. Now, what that does mean, if they're with your free-to-air service, you're only getting like 1 to 2 channels with your antenna, and there's just none of your other channels are coming through, you should be eligible. You can always give them a call or just try it on the website, and it should tell you if you're eligible right there. So that's how all that works, and it honestly does work really good on a caravan, houseboat, and even your house. It all works 100% good. Yeah, so that's what these boxes can be potentially used for. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go into settings, and we'll show you a few things that you can do here. There's quite a few cool things that you can do actually. So we're actually going to start it all off under our settings. Okay. So under settings, we'll tell you a few things with advanced settings right here. Now, as you'll see, it's going to ask for a password. Now, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one thing that I will note to you guys, if you ever try to do this SW upgrade via USB, don't do it, because what it's going to do, it's going to try to update and there's no update available. So it's going to fail and you can't get out of it unless you unplug the box, okay? So don't do that. The box will automatically get the update via the satellite and it will update automatically. So do not do that one right there. Some boxes may allow you to do it. I know the USC boxes will only update if it's necessary, but this particular box will try to find an update, and if it can't find one, it's just going to keep it on this update screen until you pull the plug from the box. Okay, so keep that one in mind. You can reset it by doing that, but we're just going to go back. And under our other settings, what we can do here, so basically what this does here, this depends on how much you want to be able to see the menu. So if you want to see it 100%, that's what it's going to do there. If you want to see it 70%, that's what it's going to do there. 80%, actually I'm going to keep it at 100 because it's a lot better there. Over here you can go region, we've got Queensland. Now this is very interesting when it comes to the time. So as you see, it's got time mode. Now if you have it on satellite, this will work on whatever you've got your smart card registered at. Okay, so if you've got it registered in Queensland or New South Wales, that's what time you're going to find. I get quite a lot of issues if you go to from network. When you go from network, especially with My Republic, it's coming from Sydney. So now it's not a problem, but when daylight saving time starts back up again, it's going to have the wrong time. And I've got auto power at 3 hours. For some reason, if you have it on none, it automatically updates back to 3 hours, so keep that in mind. Also, you've got your splitter right here, your tuner type. I just keep it on this one right here. You can move it, and for your service mode, if you basically just change that, it's just going to go over to radio, which you don't need to muck with either. Under our AV area, I'm not too sure why they're calling it AV, it should be HD settings. Basically, this is going to be all the different resolutions that you can have. As you see, I've got it on 16:9. 1080p. Now this is not a 4K box at all. You've got stereo, basically all that good stuff right there. So we'll go back. Under the information, this should tell you the smart card details. Yep, so that'll give you the smart card number and so on, and where it's currently activated as. And this gives you a good idea, because when you get on the phone to them, you can easily just tell them your smart card and that will update immediately. They can easily update anything if you need to do that. And basically that's everything right there. Then under your network, there's not too much, and we cannot go wireless either. So that's everything right there. Now we're going to show you what it comes up if we go into the satellite settings. We'll just click on that. So this actually just shows us basically the strength. Now you can muck with a few things here. Again, you're going to need a password again. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, make sure you do not turn the LMB power off, because it may, if you've got Foxtel in another room or downstairs somewhere, cutting the power can sometimes cut the actual signal. So do not turn that off there, leave that on. And also, if you want, you can copy these settings, because these are the recommended ones to have on. These other 22K and those other ones, they're for splitters. You don't really need to have them on. So yeah, you can keep those off right there. And under Find Satellite, basically what that's going to do is basically you put the number where you are. So obviously we can put number 4. And basically what you do here, you actually present where you actually are. And this gives you a good idea on the elevation. So here, okay, I think I went too far there. Okay, it's going to try to re-tune in that area. I'll show you the elevation area in 2 seconds. And this helps if you're on a boat or a caravan, because you need to have the elevation level 100% right. Okay, so we need to go back. Yeah, it's going to kick us. Okay. Oh, let's go back to that elevation. Quickly, here we go. Again, we want to whack in number 4, and we need to put the exact position that you're in. Especially if you're on the water, this gives you a good general idea on where to put it. Now keep in mind, especially if you're on Lord Howe Island, you can't actually go much further out, as you see right here, which I'm going to show you in just a few seconds. So right here, this is the elevation. So if we click on that, there you go, there your elevation is. And that's exactly what you want to have your satellite on. Just follow those there. If you've got a guide to tell you what that is, that if you follow that 100%, that will show you exactly where to face the dish. And this works if you whack it anywhere. So if we go down to Brisbane, around here, this should tell us it'll be a different elevation again, and there you go. So that's how you do that, work out the elevation and make sure that's 100% correct too. Okay, so let's back out. Back out. Okay, so if you want to go to messages doesn't have anything unless they do need to message you, which they don't normally. And we won't go to that one. We'll go to the PVR. So under the PVR, you've got your listings right here. So everything I've got recorded. Works 100%. And that's everything there. That's your schedules, your settings, and so on. Now, one thing I will keep in mind, I will just discuss, if you've got recordings and you're a traveller, if you are going to always be changing from New South Wales to maybe Victoria, back to Queensland quite frequently, it is going to stuff up your recordings quite a lot. Because what it's going to do is the channels will change. So basically, at the moment I'm on 7 Mate Central. Basically, if you change it to Queensland, it's going to go to 7 Mate North. If you go to New South Wales, it's going to go to 7 Mate Central. Go to Victoria, it's going to go to 7 Mate South, Central South. So this works on all channels. It is going to constantly fail your recordings. So that is one thing I just will keep in mind. If you are changing states quite a lot as a traveller, yeah, you are going to have a lot of problems with your recordings right there. So yeah, I just will mention that right there. The only channel that you don't have issues with is the one that doesn't have an extra like south or something to it, which that will be, obviously your gem won't have an issue. In most of your ABCs, but every other channel, as you see, you got Go South, you got Gem's fine. There you go, 7.2, 7 Mate. It's all going to have errors right there. So that's basically how that all works. Now we're just going to show you how to set a link series, and then what we're going to do lastly, we'll show you actually the catch-up area and how to find all that. So first of all, what we want to do is we'll show you how to do a link series. And the best way to do this is go into the EPG guide and find something that you actually want to record. So we're going to go to channel 9 and we'll find something. Okay, so just say we want to record this right here. Basically, I'll show you on the remote. You just want to hit the red button. And basically, if it's not a series, it'll only give you the event. So we'll have to find something out. We'll try David Embra. That we can't do either. Just try to find something. Okay, that one. Okay, for some reason it's not letting us do link series. Let's try a different channel. Okay, as you see, we've got the link series right there, and you can just continue that, and that will actually go onto your planner. And we'll just show you that right now. So as you see, we've recorded that, and to delete it, we will show you how to do that too. So you can either click on EPG on the remote, which is down below here. PBR. Okay, and then you want to go down to the bottom option. Then you want to go to schedule and find, as you see, it's number 5. So you want to remove that one. So you can just hit delete. And that is now forever gone. Now, do not hit delete all. If you do that, that deletes everything on your listing. So keep in mind about that one. Don't do that one at all. Okay, and I will just quickly discuss basically the learner remote. So with the learner remote, it allows you to turn off your TV with the TV button here. And basically you've got to face your remotes like this to, oh, where's the other one? To connect them. So that's how you do that. If you want us to do that, it's a bit tricky, that one. So if you want us to do a full video about that, let us know in the comments. Okay, now let's show you the on-demand area. So basically all you need to do is click on the apps. Okay, so that will load up. Okay, so here the apps area is. We have quite a few apps. So obviously we've got ABC iView, SBS On Demand, 7 Plus, 9 Now, 10 Play, and all that stuff right there. Also you can go on, actually do Google searches on this, check out Facebook, Instagram, all that great stuff on this device right here. So mainly we're just going to quickly show you a few of the free-to-air apps. So we're going to start with 7 Plus. So sadly with this one, we can't actually show you the Freeview Plus. It seems the internet has just been switched off and there's no access to the internet at the moment. So it looks like the NBN has had like a timeout. So I don't think I can show you the apps. We'll just try that one last time. But it seems that, yep. Okay, that one may work. Okay, it does. Okay, bear with me 2 seconds. Let's get that back up. Okay, the apps don't want to. Okay, so it seems we mustn't be able to open the apps while pausing live TV. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll have to put it on a channel that doesn't put a copyright. So bear with me, I'll just change it to number 5. Oh, it's number 4 actually. Okay, so now what we'll do is open up that apps area. And that should work. Okay, go to 9 Now. Okay, so as you see, you can even go to the new 9 Rush area. So the app will work 100%. You can go easily watch your latest drama and so on. So that does work. 9 Now works on the app, on the box. Also 7 Plus should work. Let's just quickly check that one out. Yep, so 7 Plus works as well. And you can watch all that great stuff right there. And also, we'll just check the last one out. We'll check 10 Play. And that should work as well. Pretty good too. Yep, so that's everything over on 10 Play. Now lastly, we will just show you the Google function, which if you do want to do a quick little Google search, you can do. So basically you can just click on Google. Okay, basically what will normally happen, it'll play the live TV in the background. However, because there's nothing playing, it's going to just show a black screen. Now we can search. Now the search function isn't the best. You actually have to use the keypad. So yeah, not the best right there. So So that's how all that works. So that's the full review basically on the box. I don't think I've missed anything at all. Again, if you want us to do another sort of video or you want any additional information, let us know down in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And thanks again for watching 72T, and we'll do some more videos later today. Thanks again for watching.